Danny and Research here. Today I'm just gonna do a quick video. Gonna try to break down the data real quick without just going into too much detail, just going um, at the numbers and explaining what's happening and why it is happening. I'm still outside of town on a holiday, but I just decided to do this video since the data has been pretty in line with my thinking. Oh my God, there's a I don't know if you heard this, but there's like a thunderstorm here in the mountains. Pretty insane. Anyways, so let's start. This is a Nasdaq, and on Friday we had a 2.7% down day, and after market it was down like 3%, and the pre-market was also down, and then we had the non-farm employment change, which initially pumped the market, but then it fell down as institutions started selling. So pre-market, it was down. The data came, and then it started pumping. But then once the market opened, this was the moment that I was waiting for to see what the big money is going to do once the market opens. And well, they trapped everybody that was thinking, here we go again to the moon. So then it just dumped. Okay. We actually had the worst week of the year. We were down 5.8% on the week, which is pretty insane to think about. Not a great chart. But why did that happen? Okay, there's always a reason. There's always the data behind the numbers, right? And let's see. Okay, when I did the last video, I told you that we're expecting quite a lot of economic data in the next couple of days, and so now we're gonna start with Wednesday's data. Okay, September 4th. What we had here is the JOLTS job openings, and as you can see, we had a miss. Um, we had a pretty big miss in terms of the job openings, right? And this is recessionary, right? This is showing that the labor market is deteriorating. Okay, but what happened the next day? What we had the day after was the ADP non-farm employment change. This is the private sector the private sector labor data, and if you see the numbers here, you can notice how big of a miss we had. Okay, and it is quite telling that companies are beginning to slow down their hiring quite a bit. It's actually really slowing down their hiring. Then, if you look at the unemployment claims, um, we actually had less unemployment claims than was expected, right? So, how can we explain this? Well, when a recession is coming, what do companies do? Well, companies start slowing down their hiring. First, they slow down their hiring, and then after, they start firing. So, companies don't want to fire people that they're already invested in. Instead, they just slow down their hiring. This is the first step to a recessionary labor market deterioration. And the big miss here can show us just this, right? Then we look at the ISM services PMI that we had, and this number was actually good for recession fears. We can see expansion in the services sector, but what you can't see here, but you can see it if you look deeper down in the data, is that the prices paid were actually up. So this is inflationary. So we can see that while this number seems good, it can also fuel the inflation. And while inflation is not such a big fear at the moment in the market, since it has come down so much, it is still a concern. Okay. Now we come to Friday, and we have the NFP, which is the big dog of the data this week. It was a miss. Okay. Again, it was a miss, and while it was not a big miss, it's still a slowdown in the labor market. Okay. So this further reinforces the notion that we've discussed so far in the last 3 videos, that we're actually going to see a recession coming. Okay, and unemployment rate was stable. Okay, but as I said, the first step is slowing the hiring, and also this number was revised, so it is even worse. Okay, and then we had some Fed speakers, which they said, well, what they said was that they're also worried, and we're gonna expect some cuts. Anyway, guys, this was a quick video, just what happened with the data, and next week we're gonna have CPI, PPI, big data coming again. So I'm gonna cover those as well once they are behind us. And yeah, this is it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.